Hi guys, welcome back to another video, where today we're checking out the Honda S800 from a brand called Mortal. Now, as you can see, I have got three colour variants of this model, so we are actually talking about the whole model in general, as it will be just the same thing over and over again. But like I say, I'm going to be checking out the Honda S800 from a brand called Mortal. Now, I've never heard of the brand Mortal before, or I've actually seen a good Honda S800 model, or a Honda S800 model in 164 at all for that fact. So I was super excited to check these out. That's why I got all three colours. So starting off, obviously the packaging is the same for all of them, and it's nice and simple, nice and effective with just the simple sleeve packaging. Obviously it's got just the name on one side, the logo on the other, and all the warnings on the bottom, just like any other standard model. Now, I did say that all of these were the same, but they are all individually numbered with a few little differences, and the white one's number, because you can't really see it on the actual base unfortunately, is 201 out of 499. But you can see it does sit on the base quite nicely. Obviously it comes on a standard black base, but instead of a chrome or silver plaque to display the name and number, it's a nice white design, with obviously the logo being very prominent, or the Honda name being very prominent with the Mortal as well, which I just think is a nice contrast, and it makes the models feel a little bit more expensive. But the only issue is you really can't see the number that well, because it's a white on white design, which obviously looks quite cool and sleek, but you can't see it on the camera at all. The camera just doesn't pick it up. But what does come across on camera is just the amount of detail they put on such a small model. Obviously the Honda S800 is absolutely tiny in real life. It's got a 791cc inline-4 engine. It's not the biggest car ever, but they've really got that spot on with these models. As you can see, the detail is just excellent, and that goes for all three of these models. Like I say, they are all the same car but different colour variants, but the black one is slightly different to the other models. It's got a few little extras on, as you can see. Obviously the packaging is still the exact same, but like I say, it's just got a few little extras, one being the bright red interior, and you can also see a few little decals on the side. But this one being numbered to a little bit more as well. This one is number 725 out of 999, so a few more made of this one, but still limited nonetheless. Obviously still comes on a standard base with the Honda logo and the Mortal, but just like I say, look at the detail on these models for how small they are. They've got the tyre writing, look how small the decals are, and obviously the interior. But like I say, this just shows how small the car is. The number plate on the back, or the plate, the S800 plate, is pretty much half the rear of the car, which is absolutely ridiculous. But like I mentioned, this has a few little extra details, like them decals on the side, like the Greddy and like the shopping list sort of decals, and also it's got stickers in the back window on the parcel shelf, which is just a cool little realistic touch. You are going to hear me say an awful lot about how small and the detail on these models, because they are honestly incredible. You can see obviously the silver trim to give it that classic iconic look. Obviously the headlights have got that teardrop shape, but the actual headlight itself isn't a teardrop, it's just a circle. Obviously it's also got that yellow iconic, but the classic yellow look to it as well, which just really sets the model off, especially with the colour of this one as well. But you can also see just these models are exceptionally well detailed just on the grills as well. I was expecting them to be a painted grille, as obviously they are so small, but they have got some actual definition, and they are metal trim, and like I say, you can see all of the definition in the grills, and just honestly it blows me away. Obviously you can see the red one is also individually numbered as well, but this one to 132 out of 499, so back down to the more limited, less than 500 made. And obviously this one is also a fairly low number at 132. But let me know which one of these colours are your favourites so far. Obviously all the detail is pretty much identical on every single one, apart from obviously the black one having a few little extras in the windows and obviously the decals on the side. But apart from that, they are all absolutely identical. The detail on the interior is all the same. They've got the same seats, just obviously different coloured again. Obviously the red one having black interior, the black one having a red interior, and the white one also having a black interior. But like I say, you can just see all the detail on this model is really, really well done. The overall finish is just absolutely phenomenal. You can see the metal door handles, the defined grille, the really detailed headlights. Not to mention, you can clearly see all the body lines, obviously the really detailed mirrors on the front, which I didn't really speak too much on, but they are there, they are prominent, and they do actually feel quite sturdy. Obviously, you can also see they all come on the same wheels, the gold and black steely type wheels, which again look absolutely phenomenal. But like I say, overall, these models, if you do like your weird and quirky old sort of cars, I highly recommend these, as they're absolutely phenomenal. And for the price, which is around £20 to £25, I definitely recommend these. Like I say, the detail is incredible, the size comparison is really cool. I'll have to put some shots in of them next to some bigger cars in my dioramas, as honestly it's actually quite funny on how small these cars are. But I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, is this something that you like to collect, or are you going to pass up on this sort of car? But like I say, I am going to wrap up here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, make sure to drop it a like, subscribe if you are new. But last of all, enjoy these shots of the cars in the dioramas, and I'll see you all next time.